Hey guys, DJ AJ 101 here, and I'm here with an unboxing for you of what I gave you kind of a sneak peek in my prior video from my iPhone, the mystery box. And I know I had a couple of people ask me, what's in the box? Is it a MacBook Pro 17-inch, all that good stuff? And, just out of the blue, it is not a 17-inch MacBook Pro. This box is actually a little bit smaller than the 17-inch MacBook Pro would be, believe it or not. But I will give you a hint, it's definitely smaller, a lot smaller than the MacBook Pro. And just to cut to the suspense, we'll open it up right now. I've actually been waiting for this guy for a long time. It's going to actually be replacing my 13-inch MacBook Pro that I'm using right now. And I'll tell you what, I think it's a welcome upgrade, especially for what I do, and I definitely need to be on the go a lot. So we're going to open it up right here. And if you guys can't already tell, yes, it's the new MacBook Air. I tell you what, I've been waiting for this model, the MacBook Air, for a long time. The Core 2 Duo that they were, ranting and raving about when they brought out the new MacBooks last year was definitely nice. But I'll tell you what, this MacBook Air definitely gives it a whole new meaning. This is actually the 1.8 gigahertz Core i7. I specialty ordered it so I could get more power out of it. Sorry if I'm going all around the camera here with the mic. Get the box out of the way for you guys. But yes, this is the 1.8 gigahertz Core i7 model, and it actually is loaded with 4 gigs of memory. I custom ordered it. It's got the Intel 300 graphics, I think that's what they're called. 128 gigabytes of internal flash storage, so it should be lightning quick. And of course, it comes with all the standard, blah, 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 cha-cha-cha, all that good stuff that it comes with on the regular models that you can get stock at the Apple Store or the Apple Online Store. But I just specially ordered the faster CPU because I wanted more speed. I didn't necessarily need more storage, and I wanted the higher end 11-inch model because this is the 11-inch MacBook Air. So anyways, now that we've unboxed it from the FedEx box, let's unbox it from the box, or flip it over right here. Of course, that has all the specs in the back. If you guys haven't already seen the box, this is MacBook Air on the side, Apple, MacBook Air. It's all your standard brand marketing by Apple, which they're very good at. We're going to open it up right here so we can get to it. Sorry if it was a little bit blurry. Definitely going to try and keep in the frame here for you guys. There you go. Now it looks good, so yeah, we'll peel off the plastic. Plastic is a little bit trickier to get off than you guys might think. And there we go, we got the plastic off. And I just readjusted the camera a little bit for you guys so you guys get the better picture. Anyways, this actually has a black picture on the front. The last one actually was in white, kind of showing the thinness of the MacBook Air, which it indeed is very, very thin. No question about that. So anyways, got the padding on the top, MacBook Air sitting nice and pretty. And of course, here is the MacBook Air itself, and I tell you what, this model is basically spec to the gills. Like I had said, I have the 1.8 gigahertz Core i7 dual-core Sandy Bridge CPU, but this thing is incredibly thin. I mean, it goes from 0.11 inches to 0.68 inches. That's just over a half an inch thin. Incredibly light, just over 2 pounds. Like I said, it has 128 gigabytes of flash storage right on board there, 4 gigabytes of memory. Stock standard on the higher end 11-inch model, which this is. It's got the Intel, I think I said before, the HD graphics, the 3000 graphics chip with 256 megabytes of shared video memory, which is sharing off the main memory. And as the FaceTime camera is an HD camera, believe it or not, which is kind of odd, that they didn't put in, but I'm sure it's so thin, that they couldn't get it in there and make it HD. I'm sure it'll be coming in the next model. No question about that. Apple definitely likes to market it as, well, it's got the FaceTime camera now, but FaceTime HD will be in the next one. All that good stuff, you guys know how to market it. And it's got the newest Bluetooth 4.0 technology, and other than that, pretty much all the same All the same from the previous model. They have a nice little tab here where you can lift up on it. Like I said, incredibly thin. At its thickest point, just over a ½ an inch. On the bottom, all your good little documentation there on the plastic, but we'll set that off to the side for now. Check out what's in the rest of the box. And of course you got your, standard designed by Apple in California. And not only that, they got you a little tab here that you can lift it out. Of course, if you open it up, it pretty much just says, "Hello, welcome to your MacBook Air." Of course, you got your documentation and those always wonderful Apple stickers that we love to get in our Apple products, right? But another thing that you won't find in this packet here that I forgot to mention, sorry for the jump cut, is the reinstall drive, which had come with the previous generation MacBook Airs. You will not find that in this one, simply because Apple has now a recovery partition on the drive, and as of right now, no computers are actually coming with physical media or drives to actually do the reinstallation because they're coming with a partition on the solid-state drive. And I think there's something also over the air where you can just download the update for like Lion, just like you can through the Mac App Store, and do a reinstallation from that. Kind of interesting. I don't know too much about it, so I guess we'll see. And then of course it comes with your standard power block and extension cable for charging. And just to do a quick comparison, that's the previous generation right there. And this is actually the one that came with my MacBook Pro, so you can just kind of see the size comparison. They're the exact same thickness as I can see from right here, but you can definitely see this one is a little bit smaller. Always welcome to getting that smaller package. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to get to the good stuff here, so we'll get this out of the way. And we're going to bring in the MacBook Air itself right here. And we're actually going to open it up, so they have a nice little tab here, so we're just going to pull. Take it right out of the plastic here. Very, very nice feeling to open a computer for the first time. And of course, as you can see, like I said, very, very thin. Just going from your right side, of course, you have that new Thunderbolt port along with one USB, hopefully for some very high transfer speeds, 10 gigabits per second. I can't wait to try that out with some of the new drives that are coming out. Of course, you got your nice vent on the back, got your back panel held on with a few screws there, 4 rubber bumpers to keep it on your table or lap or whatever you happen to have it on at the time. Of course, from left to right, you have your MagSafe on the left side, USB, headphone, and line in. You can do either or with that. And of course, you got your microphone there, which used to be up by the what they're calling the FaceTime camera, now the EyeSight camera. In the previous generation before this new unibody technology MacBook Airs, but now it's sitting right here on the side, and of course that's it. Of course, it just has a little latch right there to lift it up, and we'll do that right now. Set it down. I can't even begin to explain how small this is, guys. Just to give you a kind of a comparison, let's bring in the MacBook Pro. This is the MacBook Pro. We'll just put the MacBook Air. This is the 13-inch Pro, which was my previous generation computer. And just putting that on top, you can just see the difference in size. And if I just hold it up here, just kind of a thickness comparison, you can see it's a heck of a lot thinner, especially with that tapered edge. It gives that new sleek design, which I heard that might be coming to these 13-inch Pros as well, with the new Sandy Bridge, but I guess we'll see. But like I said, just very thin all the way around. It makes this one just look downright fat compared to the MacBook Air, as you can see. But anyways, we'll open it up and take a look at the keyboard right here. So if we open it up, which it's even hard to open up on the first try because it's so thin. Of course, there it is, and of course we got a little layer of protective foam padding here off to the side. Okay, so now if I put it up, and as you can see here, I'm just going to zoom in here for you guys to just kind of give you an idea. There's the 11.6-inch display, the FaceTime camera. It says MacBook Air. It has that silver bezel instead of the glass-to-glass edges you'd see in the MacBook Pros. And of course, if you go, and this is one of the things I really don't see very many people pointing on YouTube, the buttons on the top are actually smaller. It's a full-size keyboard, but they're actually smaller. And of course, as you can see right there on the F3 and 4 keys, you have the new buttons for Launchpad and the Mission Control. And then of course you have the 2 new ones right there that are on the MacBook Air, which are for the backlit keyboard. And then of course you have your standard controls in the top there, which are just for your playback and audio, and then of course your power button right there. Another thing to note is that it's got a full-size keyboard, like I just had said, but if you can just see, the keys in the bottom right there are actually a little bit smaller than the ones that you'd find on the full-size MacBook Pros. They're just a hair shorter if you look at them. It looks like they're a little bit squished. Because if you actually look, the space bar is actually the exact same size as it should be, but those buttons are just a little bit thinner. And I'll actually show that to you right now. So anyways, just as a comparison, I'll just show you guys. There's the two different computers. You can see like I said before, the MacBook Air is just flat out tiny compared to the MacBook Pro. But if you can see right here, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You can see the keys, just in a little bit of perspective, you know, are a little bit tinier on the bottom compared to these, especially the space bar. The rest of the keys are full size. As you can see, there's really no difference between these keys and those keys, but definitely the bottom row of keys. And I think I just said that the space bar is the same size. I stand corrected. It is the same size as these bottom keys right here, so it is a little bit thinner right down here at the bottom, as you can see. And of course, the rest of the keys are all full size besides the top rows right here. But these keys right here definitely are a little bit small, definitely are a little bit bigger on the Pro than they are on the Air. And of course that along goes with the trackpad because of being a smaller computer, but a very, very large multi-touch trackpad on the MacBook Air as well as on the Pro. Just a little bit smaller to conform with the screen size and of course the overall design and size of the MacBook Air computer itself. Anyway guys, this has been just an unboxing and a quick overview of the MacBook Air and just kind of a little bit of comparison to my MacBook Pro 13-inch. I definitely will have more videos coming of the Air as well as my overall review of it in the future. But I definitely do want to give you guys a startup and my transfer from my Time Machine backup to this MacBook Air that will be coming in the next video, so stay tuned to the channel. Until then guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just post them below this video, send me an email, and I'll be glad to take questions on this MacBook Air. Like I had said, this is the highest end 11-inch MacBook Air you can get as far as the CPU is concerned with the 1.8 gigahertz dual-core Sandy Bridge processor. Anyway guys, this has been enough for me. I babbled on long enough. I'm going to let you guys go on with the rest of your day. I hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you in my next video.